on, set! Set. Ready! 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 Set! Set up! Let's go now! Ready! Set! Ready! Set up! Go! On the double! Ready, ready. Down! Set go! Let's go! Ready, ready? Ready up! I go! Ready, ready! Ha! Here we go, here we go! Okay, break! Ha-da! Here we go, shot! Ha-da! Come on, set! Hunt! Ready, break! Hunt, go! Set! Ready! Hunt, hunt! Ready! Set, go! On the set! 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 Set up! Let's go now! Ready? Set! Ready? Set up! Ready? Ready, ready! Go! Down! Ready, ready? Let's go! Set up! On the ready! Ready, ready? Ready, ready? Set go! Here we go, here we go! Hunt! Here we go, shot! Hunt, hunt! Come on, set! I go! Ready? Ha! Set. Ready? Set, go! Ready? Hot, hot! Set! Ready? Let's go now. Ready? Set! Go! Set it! Ready, ready? Okay, ready? Set it! Ready? Hut! Down! Hut, hut! Let's go! Check go! Ready, ready! Ready! Here we go, here we go! Here we go, shot! Ready? Come on, shot, go! Shot, ready? Ready, ready? Ready? Set!
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And away we go in Glendale. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Here's Lance. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
On the double.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Motioning the tight end now.
Go.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, they'll run. Across the 45 and still going. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Vegas first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's stopped after getting this down to about the 44. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll try and throw it here. He sends this one to the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end. He's got it deep downfield. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Unlock line. Unlock line. Ready.
The give now to Benson. He's out in the clear. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now.
Go.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6.
Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle, intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the 1st time. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Dropping back to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. 60 back there.
Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Walker on first down. Up the sideline, past the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 30. He does it, touchdown! The Raiders take a 13-0 lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Ready?
Handoff headed left to Benson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard
Look at
line.
19! Ready?
They give on 2nd to Benson. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Here we go! Sack!
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Motioning him from the slot right. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. They'll toss it here to Benson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. The Raiders bringing out a couple extra defensive backs for third down. They're in the dime.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That pass is complete to McBride. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A give to Mitchell, running left. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
19 Lion.
From the 36. Setting up the screen. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Throwing his lands. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Raider football. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Airing it out to start this drive. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Second and 10 now. Complete here to Bowers. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He'll throw it. He's going deep. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And now it's 2nd down. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's go.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this will hit the goal line and then go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They're going play action. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third and a lone yard coming up. He has it on the QB sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Benson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Slot man in motion left.
Go!
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Cardinals trying to make some noise before halftime.
Ready, set.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Come on, set. Ready.
Here's Lance now. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll get him back to 11.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. He's dropping back to throw. Got a man. Palmer has it.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down, ball at the 36. Walker now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. Second down. They'll throw it. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders get more points to end a lopsided first half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders push their lead to 18.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that stretches the lead to 21.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half.
18, Pioneer. Shut up. Ready.
Looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Man in motion here. They'll run here on first down. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I put their ability to execute the RPO up with anybody in the league. In the best of the teams, when you get in that run-pass option, you create a state of conflict. You get that defense on their heels, and big plays follow.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. Back to throw. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Here we go.
Walker. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
And off to Benson to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Back at 60. Check go.
To the air, Lance. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. Keeps on moving into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Benson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Ready.
Benson will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Now.
Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and goal for Benson. And he is into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals start the 2nd half with some needed points. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. This ball's cut by Bowers. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready up.
Second down now, 7 to go.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Yep.
From the 31. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go now.
Pass play now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first. Give now to the running back. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
They'll throw it again. Finds a man right side. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They go with Walker here. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Call it around 3, and that leaves him with 4th down. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And the advantage now sits at 24.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get them, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks sent his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, Shaq. Smash, smash. Hook.
They give up the gut to Benson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. Turning to Benson on third. And he'll get this down to the 40. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
70 Lions.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So out now comes the punter. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, when you're a defender and you see them give that quick little take to the fullback, you just have to stop him before he gets started. They piled on him and held him to minimal yardage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Oye Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's caught for the 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A gain of 15. First down, Raiders.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Raiders ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach.
Cardinals 10.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Set.
They send a tight end in motion.
Go.
Toss play, this is Walker. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back now, pressure on its way. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cardinals grab it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks, is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Throwing now, following the turnover. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. He'll try to do it himself. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
Let's go.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 34. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go, set.
Tight end going in motion here.
Set, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know we're in a day and age of technology and we don't have books with pages, Kate, but I guarantee you, if you still had a playbook on the sidelines, that page and that play is ripped out, not called again. What a loss on 2nd down, and now we're looking at some serious magic needed to convert on 3rd.
He's on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Ready, set.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready, ready.
Now an inside give to Benson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing off the play fake here. He rolls to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throwing his Lance. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
On the jump.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Set. Hut, hut.
Lance. And that one's knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
On first down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. From his own end zone on third and long. On target to Worthy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.